The train that stopped between minutes. English story level 3. Every morning, the city of Vintor buzzed with movement, and its trains were the heartbeat of the people. Among the passengers was Armin, a thoughtful 17-year-old who preferred to watch the bustling world rather than join its rush. Each day he rode the same train to school, sitting by the window and counting streetlights until the train disappeared into the long tunnel beneath the city. But one foggy morning, something extraordinary happened. As the train entered the tunnel, the lights flickered and everything froze. Armin blinked. The passengers around him were motionless, expressions caught mid-movement. A woman mid-blink, a man reading with his page half-turned, a child reaching for a backpack. The train itself seemed suspended, not moving forward or backward. Armin stood, heart pounding, and stepped carefully down the aisle. The silence was absolute, thick, and dreamlike. When he approached the door, it slid open effortlessly, revealing a version of the tunnel he had never seen before. The tunnel walls shimmered with shifting symbols, glowing blue and silver. Armin stepped onto the tracks, noticing the air felt different, lighter, softer, almost unreal. Footsteps echoed, but not his. A tall man emerged from the glowing haze ahead. He wore a long coat decorated with intricate gears and clocks that ticked in strange rhythms. The man introduced himself as the conductor of the Between Minutes Railway. He'd explained that the train had slipped into a pocket of time known as the pause, a hidden world between 1 minute and the next. Only people who carried deep questions in their hearts could enter this realm, and Armin had been chosen because of the quiet longing he hid behind his thoughtful eyes. Armin felt exposed but curious. He'd admitted he often wondered if life had more meaning than the rush and pressure he saw everywhere. The conductor nodded and led him down the shimmering tunnel until they reached a massive, antique clock embedded in the wall. Its hands were frozen, yet the gears behind it spun wildly. He told Armin that the city's time relied on this clock, but it had begun to stutter. People rushed too much, ignored their moments, and forgot to breathe. The pause grew unstable because the world above was losing its sense of time's meaning. Armin listened intently. The conductor said that the clock needed a new keeper, someone who understood the value of stillness, someone who noticed the details others rushed past. Armin felt his heart tighten. He had always been slower, more aware, but others saw him as distracted or lazy. Now, his natural way of being was described as a strength. The conductor guided Armin to place his hand on the clock's frozen face. The moment he touched it, memories burst through him: quiet sunsets, soft rain on windows, whispered conversations with his grandmother, the comfort of silence after long days. These small moments glowed within him like stars. The gears hummed, sensing his understanding. The clock's hands twitched, then began to move again, slow and steady. A rush of warm light filled the tunnel, wrapping around Armin like a blanket. He felt peaceful, grounded, even powerful, not in a loud way, but in the way a calm tide shapes the shore. The conductor smiled, and told him that he had restored balance. The pause would remain safe. Armin returned to the train, stepping into his seat just as motion resumed. Passengers blinked naturally, unaware that anything had happened. But Armin knew. The world outside seemed different, clearer, sharper, more real. He noticed smiles, tiny details in street signs, the gentle sway of trees. Time felt fuller now. From that day on, Armin carried a quiet confidence, knowing he had touched a hidden truth. And sometimes, when he closed his eyes in the tunnel, he thought he heard the faint ticking of the Between Minutes Railway, reminding him that every moment mattered.